I swear to God that this is the final time I do an update of my global big map combo, unless there is something substantial to add to it. God damn it, I'm tired of this. So let's get to it. Hi guys, it's Wombat, and I'm not kidding, this is the last time I do an update to my global big map combo without having anything like southern region or polar rebuilding or Scandinavia mod to add to it. 1.35 is the most horrible version of the game released since 1.33 or possibly 1.34. There's so many things that aren't really going like they are supposed to go, and things that aren't really working the way they are supposed to work. There's a lot of problems, but I'm doing this third version to hopefully get rid of the last problems with roads missing. And I'm not going to say it's a funny thing about it, but an interesting fact about this setup is that this is actually me going back to the original setup that I had and wanted to use but couldn't use when I released version 1 of this setup. Because if you go back to version 1, the video I did on version 1 for this, I'm saying that, oh, you can't have the maps in this way because you will break roads, blah blah blah. Well, yeah, this one is that version that I couldn't publish, but with an additional fix by David. And that seems to fix all the problems we've been having with roads either being missing in Poland and Germany, or on Rus map, or on Rus itself. None of those problems seems to be here. Finally, I'm gonna say that's solved, and if it isn't, there's not gonna be a version 4 unless we have Southern Region or anything like that. There is a couple of things that's worth noting here. Promods 2.41 has been updated to version 2.41. Yeah, there was an update last night, so make sure that you download Promods again. And that is, of course, unless you downloaded Promods on the 14th of July 2019 or later. If you have downloaded Promods prior to 14th of July 2019, do it again. And as always, if you have any problems getting this combo to work, make sure you watch the entire video, and at the end of the video I'll go through the most common problems people are having with the combos. So if you have any problems, stick around for that, and we will probably be able to solve the problems without you even having to comment in the video that the combo doesn't work, because it does, period. So let's have a look at what the map looks like before we go into how you set this thing up, and after that how you solve problems getting this thing to load. So let's get to it, guys. So here is the map, and there is absolutely nothing new here really. But I'm gonna go through it anyway. We have EAA over here, we obviously have Promods as well. We have Emden, we have Paris Rebuilt, we have Swedish Islands, we have Rus over here. We're gonna have a look at that. As you can see, it's bonkers big, and I wish someone could rescale this thing, really. How difficult could it possibly be? Please, someone, rescale this thing to 119 instead. Anyway, we have now no broken roads here, which I've been struggling with for a few days, but thanks to David 2849, problem solved, no broken roads here. So therefore we have the road connection between Russian Rust map, sorry, and Ross here, as well as the road connection between Great Step and Ross here. We obviously have then Great Step and the road to Aral add-on for Great Step. Rust map over here. Road connection from Great Step to YKS RSK here, as well as YKS RSK obviously, and Romania extended version 2.2 in my case, which includes a lot of roads over here. You might not have these roads here, it might be a little bit empty over here if you are on version 2.1, yeah, there it is. We have Australia, or Tasmania really, over here. We have, let's see, Afro map here, as well as PJ Indo here, as well as Antarctica here. So the load order, as always, at the very bottom we have YKS RSK Assets 1.8, followed by Australia Tasmania Model, Map Def, and the quick fix. This time it's a new quick fix made not only by myself but by Warren, together with Warren, who also fixed a problem with some signs on the Tasmania map. There were 3, I think, corrupt signs. He fixed those. So thank you very, very much, Warren, for fixing that. So this is a new version of the quick fix. Solved the crashes some of you have seen going to Tasmania with the ferry. We have Antarctica map and def file, followed by Afro map, PJ Indo version 2.65, EAA base map and EAA mappa file. Then we have the power cargo and heavy cargo, the optional add-ons for EAA. They are all 4 of these are found in the video description that I'm linking to in my video description. Great Step Model Map Def, followed by Road to Aral, the add-on for Great Step, and the Great Step Travemünde Ferry Fix. We then have Russian open spaces Model, Map, Open Spaces Vehicle, and Vehicle Truck. Above that we have the Ross Great Step Road Connection and English city names for Ross. Then we have the Ross Map Def package, so this one is now alone here just below Promods. And speaking of Promods, we have Models Package 3.2.1 Media Package, Map Package, Definition Package and Assets Package. Then we have the EAA Promods 2.41 Fix. By Extremer, we have Rust Map Model 2, Model and Map. The updated Promods Rust Map Road Connection version 4 this time, as well as Rudy's old city names, English city names for Rust Map version 1.5. Then we have the road connection between Ross and Rust Map, as well as the Russian open spaces fix by David 2849, and this one solves the problem I originally had before I did my first combo with these maps. This fix solves if I would only have been waiting patiently for like a week or so for this one. This was the original load order, but since we had that horrible problem with broken roads on Russian open spaces, I couldn't do it. Now there's a fix for that, so yeah, there you go. Thank you very, very much, David 2849, for releasing this one, and I wish I used it earlier. Very happy to see it. It's not the same Russian open spaces fix as we had on, I think it was 133. This is a new one, So make sure that you are using this one. Just download it, even if you have a file named Russian Open Spaces Fix. This is not the same one as the old one we had for 133. Above that we have Romania Extended. Again, I'm gonna go through it one more time. If you are on version 2.1, that's just fine. Use version 2.1 instead. Just make sure that your road connections above and the English city names are for 2.1 as well, if that's what you're doing. But I'm on version 2.2, so we have prefabs, assets, model, def map, followed by Promods Romania Extended Road Connection version 3, Romania Extended and Rus Map Road Connection version 3, and Romania Extended English City Names. Then we have the YKS RSK Def and Map version 1.8 and the road connection for YKS RSK and Promods. This is named 1.7.1, but it still works beautifully with 1.8, so never mind that this is 1.71 and the def and map file is 1.8. Doesn't matter. Then we have the YKS RSK and Bosnia add-on for Promods, the Great Step YKS RSK road connection, Paris Rebuilt, Emden, Swedish Islands, the Directx 11 fix as it is called. This is version 2. Make sure that you have version 2 instead of the old version. And if you are having problems with flickering terrain or roads, never mind if it is on Directx 9 or even OpenGL. In case you have flickering roads on the X11, 9 or OpenGL, add this one and that will hopefully take care of those flickering issues. Finally, we have Arias Mega Zoom for Promods version 2 even. Make sure you are on version 2. If you're not, you won't be able to see all of Rus on the main map. But that is the combo. So I hope you're satisfied with this one. If you find some things that doesn't work, like crashes between two cities or when taking a ferry from EAA to somewhere else, things like that, there's not much I can do or wanna do or is going to do about it as it is right now. As I said in the beginning of the video, 1.35 is kinda horrible. So just live with it. I mean, this combo is huge and it's been a big challenge for any map modder to get their maps working on 1.35, and probably none of them are perfect. Evidently even Promods have problems, considering the fact that they released or re-released 2.41 again yesterday. So there's a lot of problems. So if something isn't working, if you're having problems with ferries going from EAA to Europe, well, don't use EAA then. If you have problems on Rus and have problems with Russian traffic in or Rus traffic in the rest of Europe, well, don't use Rus then. Stop complaining. 1.35 brings a lot of new interesting challenges that will be sorted over time, but it's not perfect day one. So just live with it as it is. But as I said also in the beginning of the video, I will go through the most common problems you may have, and there is 5 things mainly that causes the game to crash during initial loading. First thing is, you're not on version 1.35. If you're on 1.34 or hello future, if you're on 1.36, this isn't gonna work. You need 1.35 point something. You need all 5 map DLCs. If you don't have all 5 map DLCs, the game will crash. Promods needs all 5 map DLCs, Romania Extended need all 5 map DLCs, and there are other map mods that requires all 5 map DLCs as well. So if you don't have them, well, don't use this combo, it won't work. Next thing, if you have all 5 map DLCs and are on version 1.35 and it still crashes, chances are that you are also using other mods. And I'm not saying that this combo doesn't work with other mods. Of course it does. I mean, look at the truck coming right now. But don't complain about the map combo doesn't working and crashing while loading if you have other mods there as well while trying to get it to work the first time. It might very well work with other mods as well during initial loading even. But if you have any problems getting it to work, remove all the mods you have, make sure the profile still works, and then add the combo only. And once the combo works, then you can add your other mods back in again. And if it crashes then, well, good luck sorting your other mods out. Speaking of other mods, if you have no other mods on the combo and it still crashes during initial loading, make sure that you are on the exact same versions of the mods that I am. If you are using an older version, there will probably be problems. It's almost guaranteed. So make sure that you are on at least as new versions of the mods as I am. There might be a problem with future versions as well on this combo, so I'm not guaranteeing that even if this works on Promods 2.41, I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to work on Promods 2.42. Actually, I can almost guarantee that it won't work on Promods 2.42 when that is released in the future. So make sure that you are on the same versions of the map mods as I am. And finally, if you have the correct version of the game, if you have all 5 DLCs, if you are on the same mod versions as I am and don't have any other mods on the profile, the reason it's crashing is probably because there is something wrong with your setup. Double check it, triple check it, quadruple check it, make your wife check it, make your kids check it. Bring the computer to work or to school and make your teacher or boss look at it. There's probably something wrong. There's probably something that isn't exactly as my combo is. So that is the 5 things you need to look out for. Game version, DLCs, versions of the mods, other mods, and load order. That's the 5 things you need to look at. And if all those 5 criteria are met, the game will load. And it's going to take somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes to load it the first time. And second loading will then take less than a minute. And with that said, I think I'm done ranting for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe as well. And as always, feel free to share my videos on all your social media. It helps me get more viewers, hopefully, and hopefully also more subscribers, which makes it easier for me to maintain this channel up and running. So thank you very much, and take care everyone. Bye bye.